Hey, what's up, guys? Roman here. I wanted to get into my diet. That's the main thing everyone's been asking me about so far is what I'm doing that other guys aren't doing, and I'm going to talk about that. So, when I started 80-10-10, after I read Graham's book, I was pretty thick, pretty fat, not very strong. I've been eating a pretty crappy vegan diet. Like I was even doing soda and stuff like that. But anyways, so when I got into the 80-10-10, I lost weight real quick and I was lifting weights, but I wasn't getting as strong as I was hoping. And I kind of started to reevaluate everything and check out what I was doing wrong or what I should be doing more of that I wasn't. And basically, the conclusion I came to was that I wasn't not just getting enough protein, but I wasn't getting the amino acids I need to grow and stimulate muscle growth. And the three main amino acids that are responsible for creating protein synthesis, which is putting our body in an anabolic state to grow muscle, are isoleucine, leucine, and valine. And leucine is the most important of the three. And you need about 2.7 to 3 grams in one period of time to fully stimulate protein synthesis to build the muscle. Now, that being said, you can get that from spinach, but spinach only has 270 milligrams of leucine per 100 grams. So you would have to eat more than a kilo, 2.2 pounds of spinach to not even fully stimulate protein synthesis and muscle growth. So the book is called 80-10-10. You know, peak performance for any athlete. Graham's book was awesome, okay? And he says in the book a minimum of 80% of calories from carbohydrates. Now, that being said, if I got 3,000 calories a day from bananas, I'd eat about 30 bananas a day, and then I'd have some fruits and some salad. And bananas are about 4 to 5% protein. So I wouldn't even be getting 50 grams of protein. I'd be getting about 32, 33 grams of protein. And if I'm doing any kind of endurance work, you know, I'm really going to need a lot more calories and, in my opinion, more protein to recover from those, you know, endurance work is just stressful on the body. That is, guys who run marathons or guys that are doing just cross-country stuff or riding bikes for long distances, that is rough on the body, you know, and takes a lot of calories. You look at anybody who does endurance work, whether it be omnivores or whether it be vegans, vegetarians, any of them, they all look real skinny. And that's just kind of the nature of the build that you need to do that. Well, when I closed my eyes and I thought of how I wanted to look, that's not how I wanted to look. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with looking that way, but for my personal goals, I didn't want to look that way. I wanted to be strong. So basically what I did was I went online and I learned about protein synthesis. And I looked up what I was doing wrong and how many calories I was getting a day. At the time, I was getting about 6,000 calories. And I was only getting like 50 to 75 grams of protein. And I wasn't getting the amino acids I needed to stimulate protein synthesis. So I went on to nutrition data. You could do the same thing. And I looked at which raw vegan sources that I could have that would help me stimulate protein synthesis. And I stumbled upon spirulina. Not the tastiest stuff in the world, but a mere 2 ounces of the stuff had about 32, 35 grams of protein in my smoothie with a bunch of bananas, peaches, and some spinach would be enough to stimulate protein synthesis. And I was only getting about 5% of my calories from protein on 6,000 calories a day. So I upped the protein and brought the carbs down. Carbs right about 80%, 81%. Fat, 8, 9, 10%. Protein, right about 10, 11%. Okay? After doing that, within 3 weeks, started getting results. I started recovering from my workouts. I wasn't getting as sore. I was getting stronger. And so I stuck with it. Not a huge change. Pretty minor of what I'm doing much different. But I think that was what it was. So I stuck with it. And, you know, 2 years later, you know, here I am, you know, and I've gotten a lot stronger, and I don't do as much spirulina now. I do about, you know, I get about 40 to 50 grams of protein a day from it, and the rest are all from, you know, bananas, dates, green. I do a lot of green juice. I feel a lot better on the green juice, and but you know, I'm still eating some days. I'll have 40 bananas, just tons and tons of dates, uh, cherries, grapes, whatever's, you know, in season available. I you know, I don't want to drag this out too long, but I want you to check out the information I gave you and go check it out yourself. It's, you know, you just need to stimulate protein synthesis, and that puts the body in an anabolic state to build muscle. Once that's done, all you need is signal for the brain to build the muscle, take the muscle below failure. I'll talk more about my strength training and stuff on another video, but I just want to talk about my diet. I feel the only thing really different that I'm doing is I'm trying to stimulate protein synthesis, and you could get the L-leucine and leucine and isoleucine through other raw sources, but this one was the most convenient for me. The other one I was going to stick with was maybe pumpkin leaves, but I didn't really have access to them year round, so that was kind of out of the question because they're also very high in amino acids. So if you're not getting the results you want, then, you know, check out what you're not doing, or check out what you're not doing enough of. So let me know what you think, and if you have any questions or if this was confusing, you know, feel free to ask me questions and I'll answer them the best I can. So you guys take care. 80-10-10. Feel your workout, feel your life.